fuck I don't like sobriety. This is gonna get weird.
Welcome to the G.N.A. podcast, Games, Nerds, and Alcohol, where we're supposed to get drunk and talk about stuff. Past couple of episodes, we've actually had a bit of lacking of attendance, so I'm going to blame Blue Shark on that completely. It's all his fault.
Yeah, dang it, Blue Shark.
No, it's Stainsby's fault.
However, he's here tonight, so all is forgiven. How you doing, Blue Shark?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm another year older, and I really can't tell the difference.
Really? You can't tell the difference? Like, you didn't wake up and something else creaked?
Nope. Everything still pops like it used to, cracks like it used to. No real change.
My toenail fell off.
Yeah, I was going to say, I get pieces of me fall off every year, like on my birthday, like clockwork.
Nope. No clump of hair on the pillow when I woke up.
Oh, it's supposed to last at least a year? Damn it.
Christ. Oh, fuck. And you heard him. There's D. D from Microbrew Gamers. How you doing, man?
Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby at all.
And Daymok's joining us for some more punishment. How you feeling, Daymok?
Oh, yeah! Daybok gets to drink again! I am very happy!
I love it.
Jesus.
And we've actually got a moldy oldie. We actually brought him out of mothballs, out of cryo freeze, whatever you want to call it. Shadow Fox is joining us tonight. How you feeling, man?
You broke into my apartment, tied me to a chair, and said if I wasn't on tonight, you'd shoot me in the kneecaps.
I also threatened you with the penis.
You also threatened me with a penis. So here I am.
Ironically, I messed that up. I meant you're going to be on tonight, and I'm going to shoot you in the kneecaps.
That's going to be bad, because I won't be here for the next 2 weeks.
It's gonna suck, isn't it?
I'm just curious, whose penis did Daymok threaten him with?
Cecil's from last Saturday.
Yeah, You don't even understand, dude. Like, we made molds of our cocks, and I definitely stole Cecil's because it's more impressive than mine is, even though his is so small. So small!
Oh, your pee is so big! Oh, my pee is so small!
Are those for me, or did you guys just get sidetracked with the gift you were going to give me?
Whoa, dude. We went out and bought like $600 worth of fleshlights and gave those to your girl. Gave the penises to you. We know how this shit works.
Uh-huh.
I don't recall any of this. I wasn't even drinking.
Neither was I.
I know, seriously, we spent $116 for you to get all you can drink in 3 hours.
And he drank all he could drink, which was nothing.
Exactly.
And we've got a extra special guest with us tonight, and I can't speak because I've got these fucking spacers in my mouth that drive me nuts. We have an extra special guest with us tonight. He is joining us with a very special brew, which I am super excited to hear about once we get to what you're drinking. We got Vintage DC joining us. Vintage, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. Interesting week, but happy to be here.
Define interesting.
My car got totaled.
All right, look, I guess we got to go over this with you, too. Anytime you hear the words define interesting, the only response ever to come out of anybody's mouth should be, oh God, we're all going to die.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was dead.
Exactly.
Did it have a locked-up caliper?
Fortunately not, but I only bought the car 2.5 months ago, so that was a real sting.
Oh,
ouch.
Rough.
Oh, I know that feeling, bro.
Dude, fuck.
Yep, and now I'm dealing with the dealership that sold me the vehicle because, to be honest, I never even was aware of what gap coverage is until 2 days ago.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
A message to our listeners: if you're buying a car, get the gap insurance for this exact situation.
No,
Yep.
you do not buy the gap insurance through the fucking company that you're buying the car from. Call your goddamn insurance agency and get the gap insurance through them because it's better.
Get gap insurance.
Yes.
Get it. Get it from the best source.
That's the important part. Get gap insurance.
Oh yeah, I'm out. As of right now, if things don't change, I'm out $3,600.
Oh, that's rough, man. That is super rough. Well, let's go on to something much, much better. What is everybody drinking?
I'm drinking again!
Well, Daymok, tell us, man. You sound excited. What are you drinking, man?
Oh shit, dude, I'm like 3 double dogs in and a Elysium, and I've got another double dog just poured, baby. My liver's okay.
So, all right, well, tell us how the double dog is, man. You can't just tell us you're drinking it. You know the deal. What's it like?
I have no fucking idea, dude. I drank the first one so goddamn fast. I was like, whoa, 3 weeks of just drinking water. This is not going good for me, man. And I just said, fuck it, and kept drinking them. We're good to go. The Elysium tasted kind of funny. I don't think it's my beer anymore. The Double Dog, definitely. 12%, suck it down.
Nice. Very nice. What about you, Blue Shark? What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, well, so I've got it here. It's nice and cold. I had it close to the freezer before we started the show, so this thing would be nice and like ice cold. And I poured it into a glass, and it is a nice clear glass of Deer Park spring water. And
nice.
Yeah, it's got kind of like a mild taste to it. It doesn't have that kind of like that artificial carbon flavor taste you get when you pour something out of like a Brita pitcher or some kind of like additive. Like, I don't know what it is, but Dasani just doesn't taste right to me. But this right here is nice, crisp, and refreshing. And it's got great color to it.
Oh god, dude, Dasani water is fucking ridiculously garbage. Deer Park, straightforward. You taste the minerals, you taste all that shit in it. It's pretty fucking good. Fiji water, whatever the fuck it's called, is pretty decent. You can kind of taste the minerals in it. And if you really want to go for some clean ass water, get yourself some super overpriced Norwegian Voss water, man. It will do you fucking good. I drank like, I don't know, 400 fucking liters of that over the last 3 goddamn weeks.
Is it like a spring type of water, or is it like a purified taste type of water?
No, dude, like, it doesn't taste like anything. It literally tastes like fucking water. It's just nothing going down when you drink Voss. I understand why those rich assholes buy it, because it's like $9 a fucking bottle.
Yeah, because I like spring water and I like stuff from the garden hose.
Yeah.
That's me too.
Yeah, dude, the garden hose is fucking the best water. You get all the minerals and the extra fucking lead in it and you're good to go. That's why I like drinking Deer Park, because it's buy 1 liter, get 1 liter free at 7-Eleven. Hashtag not sponsored, but I fucking should be after 3 weeks.
Oh, man. What about you, Shadow? What are you drinking, man?
Well, I'm drinking whatever the hell you gave me, seeing as I'm still tied to the chair. Let's see if I can rotate this bottle around real quick. It's Deer Park water. What the? Fine. At least being a hostage means I'm not going to get dehydrated.
Well, hey, in my defense, Daymok did recommend Deer Park water, so that's what I left.
Oh shit! I think I actually just finished it. Can you walk over to the fridge and put another one in my hand?
Well,
No.
since I'm back at my house, no, I can't do that.
What? You left?
Dude, you're actually
Dick.
not drinking Deer Park. I've just been refilling the old Deer Park bottles from the fucking rusty-ass faucet that I have. It's pretty good, though.
Nice. Oh, man. What about you, D? What are you drinking?
Well, unfortunately, I got a little bit roasty in the sun, so I wasn't feeling as well, so I decided to rehydrate. So right now I've got myself some of this Deer Park water.
I'm seeing a theme going here. Now, I feel incredibly embarrassed because I was not drinking tonight because my nephew's coming up. He's coming down from New York. So I said, all right, I got to stay sober because we're going to see him figure skate. And yes, I know, figure skating, but he's really, really great at figure skating. So he's first time he's going to be in the area. So I decided, okay, let me stay at least semi-sober.
Is he
so
going to
I
be
only
like
had like a beer.
Brian O'Tonnell, good skater?
He's Olympic level, man. He is super Olympic level. So I'm actually ironically, on Damok's recommendation from last show, I actually went out and bought a gallon jug at Deer Park, and that's what I'm drinking.
I fucking hate every single one of you. I swear to God. Fucking vintage, better pick up the fucking rear and get this shit goddamn going, because I got my goddamn results back. My liver is functioning as normal, and now I get to drink again, and all of you assholes are drinking fucking water. I'm getting really, really mad over here. Like, you don't understand, I'm shaking.
Damok, this is sweet, sweet revenge for you not drinking last Saturday.
Don't even get me fucking started on that. Do you know that there is a goddamn whiskey that will never touch the lips of another human being again? And all I got to do was smell it? I only smelled it. I didn't even get to put it to my lips and enjoy it. I'm so frustrated and angry.
Paid for so much available liquor. That table had more alcohol in it than some of the bars I've been to. And Damok couldn't touch it.
All right, Vintage. You came on because you had a super special drink. Man, you got to give us how you picked this thing up. You got to give us the age of it and then tell us what it is, man.
I swear to fucking God, if you say it's water, I'm going to strangle you on Monday.
So, real rare one I found the other day at a Total Wine. This was about maybe 4 months ago, and it's been sitting on my desk since. You guys familiar with Stone Brewery, based out of Richmond, Virginia?
What?
I'm getting angry. I'm getting fucking angry.
Well, I'm saving that for later, but more importantly, so surprisingly, last week, I had a bunch of family come to town, and I was like, you know, it would sound really good. I have not had money to spend in a while on alcohol, so went to Total Wine and got lucky enough. It was just, honestly, all I was trying to find is the new Enter Night Pilsner that Stone put out, because I'm a big Metallica fan, and I was like, do you have any more of this? And they walked me over, and then all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, is that what I think it is? And he goes, yeah, it's our last one. And I'm like, why is it marked $2 off? Like, it's just been here for a while, so I'm like, well, I have to buy it. So, get home, I'm like, okay, well, I've heard good things, not going to touch this for now. And then Damok reminds me that I should check the date the bottle was bottled on. And it was bottled on August 30th of last year. So, fuck all you. I just got a bottle of 4-pack of just about 1 year aged 120 minute, and I have never had an aged beer before.
Oh man, I really, really hope you like it.
God damn right.
All right. So Cecil, walk me through this. What should I do first?
All right, give it a smell. Let's like get the aroma from it. See what it smells like. Get like that flavor starting in your mouth.
That's wonderful.
What are you getting from it?
It's very rich. It's very similar to a lot of IPAs, just especially on the smell at first, but definitely heavier, like maybe closer to like a Dubel or a Tripel.
All right.
I'm gonna go for it.
Give it a hit, man.
Wait, is this his first hit of it?
Way too smooth.
Oh,
that is delicious. That's very warm, even though it's pretty chill, which is nice.
So what was the attack like? What was that first hit in your mouth? What was it like?
Wow, I gotta try it again.
And remember, once it enters your mouth, roll it around before you swallow. Let it hit every corner of your mouth before you let that go down.
Yeah, dude, it's just like fucking semen, man. The first time you suck a dick, you roll it around, you're good to go.
Jesus, I'm not having like 15-year-old Scotch, man. Calm down.
And remember, this is for posterity.
Yeah, no, it's very good. It's got a lot of A lot of great flavors on the front. Let me one more time so I can try and sound coherent.
See, that's the spirit right there, baby. Just take it a little bit. One more time, you'll be all right.
I honestly don't even know how to describe it. I've never tasted a beer that tastes like this.
It is I have no real way to describe it either. It's just, it's great. It's hoppy.
Yeah.
But it's smooth. It's bitter, but it's not bitter. It's
like, I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm kind of at a loss for words with this. I was like excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait a year. Like, this is gonna be awesome. I was like, okay, roughly around when I bought it, it's my birthday next year. So I was like, oh, awesome. And then look at this. I lucked out. This is wonderful. This is a real treat. I'm honestly happy to be here. And now I will probably just shut the fuck up the rest of the show and enjoy this.
It is really such an incredible beer. It's like it is the holy grail for IPA fans. It's I'm a huge Dogfish fan myself, but
they're very good.
Yeah, that beer, that's a precious one. That's why I had it sitting in the back of my fridge for so long, because it's just that good. And that is actually, if you are looking in recording chat right now, you will see that is Daymok being held up by God and Zyberblood doing a keg stand off a 120-minute IPA keg.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
You're welcome for that.
Yeah, thank you. May I just mention that this is the first time ever, because everybody's like, oh, it's looking like it's going to be about 25%. And I was like, okay, interesting. That I ever decided to have a beer a little bit ago and just be like, ooh, 7% seems high right now, especially for what I'm about to get into.
Daymok, I just want you to hear this.
What are you actually drinking?
That sounds like that new water in a can that I'm hearing about.
Is that Deer Park?
You are all fucking dead to me. I swear to God.
So I had my birthday this past weekend, and I bought a lot of these, and some of my friends brought them along because I find that I actually start liking these because I drink like sparkling water throughout the day. So I have in front of me White Claw hard seltzer, and it's a ruby grapefruit flavor. It's 5% alcohol by volume. It's not really high in a lot of calories, but it doesn't have that diet taste to it. It's just got, honestly, you really don't need to put too much into sparkling water, in my opinion, to make it taste good. But it doesn't have that like artificial sugar kind of taste to it. It kind of tastes like the ruby red grapefruit. It tastes a little bit more like a sweeter grapefruit juice kind of drink. I don't know. It's hard for me to describe because grapefruit juice to me has always been bitter. But when you put it, whenever I've had it in alcohol, like beers, like Hefeweizens, it tastes so much better, and I love it. And this stuff is got that same kind of like non-bitter taste to grapefruit usually has. And it's very smooth and goes down nice. And you catch yourself drinking too many of these things, and you'll realize that 5% starts to add up a lot.
I only have one question for you, Blue.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a choice and you knew it came down to the calories, Michelob Ultra or White Claw?
Oh, White Claw. I don't really watch calories in my drinks. I'm not one of those counters. So like Michelob Ultra, I've actually never had. Bud Light I've had before, and it tastes like crap. So if I had to pick, I go with the devil I know versus the devil I don't. And then plus the fact is that I just avoid light beer like the plague.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just, like, my father never counts calories or anything like that, but then just all of a sudden one day when he's like, yeah, I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, I show up at his house and he's got a fridge full of Michelob, and I'm like, I've lost just a little bit of respect for you. Where's the big oversized bottles of like a random tripel or something in the fridge.
Yeah, you can cut the calories in other ways, or just run more, or just deal with a beer belly. But light beer is never a good choice.
No, it's not. It's not just empty calories. It's empty soul. What about you, D? What are you actually drinking tonight?
Well, besides the Deer Park water, which, on a side note, you know who else likes Deer Park water? Louis Ball.
I will fucking murder you. I literally will drive to your house and murder you.
Hey, Cecil, you need a gun?
No, I want to do this with my bare hands. I want to feel the life escape his body.
I figured it's been a while. Alright, so what I'm really drinking is the grocery store right down the road from us is trying to get a little bit more fancy, so it started this little section of local breweries, beer places, and everything else. So from one of the local places, I picked up this Carlson Orchards Oak Hill blend. It's a hard cider. It's only about 5% alcohol by volume, but it tastes like if it's not as sweet, like a lighter, almost carbonated apple juice. It's really smooth on the attack. You get hit with the sweet apple first, but it's not like over sweet. It's like just right.
Ooh, that sounds good. God,
and on the and as it goes back down your throat, just a little bubbly, you know, almost like a champagne, just kind of bubbly towards the back.
Very nice.
And it's and what's cool is since it's a local place, you know, they have the gluten free, of course, but it's they didn't add any additional sugar like some places like to put in a bunch of sugar. It's unfiltered, so it's pretty much just the hard cider right in the can.
I don't know if I'd like hard cider in my can.
That's the only way to go.
They'll get drunk quicker.
All the young guys are doing that.
Well, I am not only drinking some Deer Park water, but I am also drinking a rum that I tried at Shadow's little get-together. While I was there, I asked the owner, hey, what's a good rum? What should I try? And he picked up this bottle of, I think it was 13-year-old, called Methuselah rum. And I tried it. It was stupid smooth, like insanely smooth. And I tried it. I literally drank down the shot he gave me in probably a minute and a half because that's how smooth it was. And I said, I have to buy this. I have to order this. So I found a bottle of 25-year-old Methuselah rum and I ordered it. It came in Thursday and I have been drinking that for probably the past 2.5, 3 hours. It is like, the best way to describe this is it is probably the smoothest rum I've drank out of a glass since Pyrat. Like, that's where I would label this. The attack is, it's a little bitey. It's only 40%, so it's not like a higher, like, really hard-hitting rum. It's, the attack is just a little bit of a hit, and then it smooths out as it goes over. It smooths out to this molasses flavor. And then the finish is literally all sugarcane molasses. Like, it is, but it's not too sickly sweet. Like, you know how sometimes you can get those rums and they're really sickly sweet? This is not that. It is smooth all the way through. I actually drank, when the bottle came in on Thursday, I drank about a quarter of the bottle almost instantly because it was that easy to drink. And I went, holy shit, I got to save some of this for the show. I've probably drank maybe another, like, probably a third of what was left. And it is so smooth. But I did what I said I normally would do anytime I get a new booze. So I tried it without anything. I tried it neat. It was fantastic. As I said, really molasses flavor, with a lot of sugarcane on the back end. I mixed it as well. So I had some Coke, I think Coke Zero in my fridge. So I mix it about half and half with Coke Zero, and I put 1 ice cube in it just for chilling purposes. I tried it, and literally all of the sugar cane went away. It is that pure molasses taste when you mix it with just a little bit of Coke. Still insanely smooth. I thought I was going to lose all the flavor with it, and that's what I was really fearful of, is that I was going to mix it and it was going to lose all flavor. It did not lose all flavor. It cut that sweetness down to almost nothing. And that molasses, that taste you get on the back of your tongue when you have something with molasses, like gingerbread or something like that, that's the flavor you get. And it's there, it's prominent, it's so good. And I mean, I could probably drink the rest of this bottle tonight. I'm not going to, because as I said, I got my nephew up, so I'm going to chill out. But I probably could drink the rest of this bottle with ease. That's how good this rum is.
No. You promised me after Shadows get together that you were saving me a couple glasses.
Oh yeah, that too. Totally saving you a couple glasses. That's the logic behind it.
Question: did he let you try that before or after you put on the pants?
Before.
Okay, well, he trusted you then.
What do you got, Vintage?
Well, I just wanted to. You reminded me with the you're seeing you said it was nephew figure skating, correct?
Yeah, my nephew is.
I'm not sure if you'd recognize the name, but my parents' new next door neighbors, which I've met now a couple times. He's a really, really awesome guy. He is. It's Michael Weiss. Do you recognize that name? The Olympic figure skater from back in the 90s.
Yeah, actually, yes, because I was talking to my brother-in-law, my wife's sister's brother. I think it's brother-in-law. I was actually talking to him because they were going over techniques, and they actually mentioned Weiss when they were going over techniques.
Yeah, he's an incredibly cool guy, and of course, whenever you hear a guy in figure skating, multiple questions come to mind, but he's an awesome guy. We had a great conversation just about cars, and he's like, I had to get rid of my Lamborghini when we moved. I'm like, okay, interesting. And he's like, I'm buying a Tesla Roadster. I've already put my down payment. And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
awesome.
Fuck you.
Actually, no, great conversation. He's like, I don't care if you live 30 minutes away. When I get it, I'm driving, and you're going to get to take a spin in it. I'm like, thank God.
Yes. All right. Negative fuck you. You're awesome.
Yeah, he's really cool.
All right. Next segment, State of Games. State of Games is where we talk about what we've been playing for the past week, or we just pontificate on like how we feel games are just in general today. We're going to try to kick through this a little bit quicker since we've actually been talking about booze for a long time. So let's go down that line. Blue Shark, what is your State of Games, man?
Well, I've been playing Zelda in my spare time. And I've been playing some Division 2. I haven't done any of the new stuff in the Division yet. I've just been trying to unlock some missions in the original map for fast traveling. But it looks kind of interesting, some of the stuff they do. It looks like they've expanded the world. And I'm hopeful that I actually get to walk over there. But I've heard like a helicopter. And I'm a little concerned that we don't actually get to like walk into a new area, and we're just going to be like flying to the front of the mission gate. And it's better, but it's still like a little disappointing. Like it'd be cooler if they just made the world larger. Zelda is still feeling that need of, fill my lunch time in with some gaming. I'm loving playing on the Switch and doing that stuff remotely, and then being able to save at the drop of a hat and, put the game down and do whatever I need to. But I'm still kind of just coasting through. I'm trying to level up. And I like the fact that I don't have to go straight into the temples. Temples with air quotes in that game. I get to kind of just go however I want to throughout this game. I don't have to go to a specific point, and I'm locked in to that path. And that's about it.
Very nice. Yeah, I've got to, like, at some point in time, I've got to get through the backlog of Zelda games that I just have not played.
Skyward Sword. That one looks really good.
Nice. What about you, Daybach? I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is, but what's your state of games?
So, recently I got gifted a very modified Game Boy Advance, and I definitely owe that person a blowjob. And I have been playing RimWorld a lot.
No.
Pretty much a lot. And in my spare time, though, I have managed to pick up that Game Boy Advance and play a little bit of Final Fantasy. And wow, it just... God damn it, I owe you a fucking blowjob, dude. Like, you name it, I'm doing it. I'm good.
Yeah, that original Game Boy Advance, I mean, the SP101 screen makes all the difference, dude.
Oh my god, does it, dude. Fully backlit with all that wonderful color to it. Like, I'm sitting there just really enjoying that. And it's such a nice, just pick it up, turn it on, fuck around with it for a little bit. I'm completely lost in Final Fantasy. No idea what I'm supposed to be doing at all, because I only pick it up once a week or so, because I don't get too much to do it. But yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude. Legitimately, I'm sending girls to your house, man.
So it's Final Fantasy VI, right? Or Final Fantasy III, specifically.
I think so. I'm not quite sure I can read at this moment, so I can't walk either. I'm good to go.
Do you start off as a girl or a guy?
I'm pretty sure I'm a dude in real life. I might be a girl. I'm feeling around for my dick, but it's not quite there at the moment, so...
I meant in the game, jackass.
I think I'm a dude. And there's a dude named Cecil in the game as well. But that's from some save game.
I sent him number 4, a.k.a. number 2 in Super.
Alright, so you're playing Final Fantasy IV. Okay, I'm tracking now. That's actually my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. Like, that's my favorite.
I think it's the Final Fantasy game that everybody told me I needed to play. Ooh, well, I got hiccups. God damn.
He's got the drunken hiccups. The drink-ups.
Yep. Yeah, goddamn right. I'm back. I'm drinking. Woo! Like, ah! But anyways, I'm playing Final Fantasy IV, and of course I'm playing RimWorld because who doesn't like harvesting organs from these people and selling them on the black market so I can buy the slaves that I actually need for this shit so that I can keep my colonists happy.
Nice. What about you, D? What's your state of games, man?
Well, I have been giving my Switch a lot of love lately. So I've been playing some more of trying to finish up Octopath Traveler. And along with that, I've been playing, I've downloaded on it the Final Fantasy VII, again, because I love going back and playing that game on the go. And I also downloaded on it Terraria, because I kick back in my bed at night and play that before going to sleep. So, but they also released on it Graveyard Keeper on the Switch. So yeah, that's on there too. And I'm really looking forward to, starting, I believe, September, you've got the re-release of Dragon Quest XI. I know it was ported to other systems first, but the cool thing about, the port on the Switch is that you can change to the 16-bit styled graphics like the Super NES.
Oh, nice.
The whole game. So you got your choice. So they got some extra goodies on there. I won't ruin everything, but there's some extra goodies, some extra add-on content for it for the Switch version. So I'm waiting for that. And of course, you've got Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I'm just going to be waiting for that stuff and getting Final Fantasy VII on the PS4 when it finally comes out as well next year. So that's kind of my state of games. I'm just kind of replaying a lot of stuff I like to play and waiting for some of the new stuff to come out.
Very nice. What about you, Shadow? What's your state of games there, guy?
So I actually want to talk about something that's tangibly related to my state of games. I haven't been playing The Division 2. I did download it real quick a couple weeks ago just to run through some things real quick. My wife and I went up to DC to spend 2 nights there for me to get some photos in there. And I want to vouch for the accuracy of the map of The Division 2. it's pretty damn accurate, actually. I mean, other than all the trash and, people trying to kill you. I mean, I guess people trying to kill you happens in, like, the not great areas. But overall, it was actually a really good reference point for me wanting to, like, plan out some of my shots. So that was great. But as far as games I've been playing, I've been using my Switch because I recently had to spend a week in the field. So I went ahead and pulled out the Switch and was looking around. So I've heard some things about Bayonetta, of all games. And let me just say, it's softcore porn in a hack and slash format. 110%. That's what that game is.
Yep.
It's fun, though, and Nintendo has made a deal with them where they're getting Bayonetta 3 as well. But if you buy Bayonetta 2, the physical copy, you get a free download for the first one. Or you can buy the first one in the online store at $30, and it automatically applies a discount to the second one. So at the end, if you want to get both games, no matter what venue you go through, $60. But if you just want to try the first one to see if you're going to like it, you can just buy the first one. So played through both of them. They're not exactly long games. They do have some replayability to unlock more and more stuff. But overall, I found that a very fun series, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to the third one. And then with the bonus, well, I wouldn't say bonus, with that per diem money I got from that week out in the field, I went ahead and picked up Breath of the Wild for the Switch, so I'll have something to play on my flight to Germany this upcoming Monday.
Nice.
Jealous!
Yeah.
You're gonna move there.
What about you, Vintage? What's your state of games there, man?
Let me just preface by saying, finish the 120. Excellent. I'm going for something lighter, and as everyone's already seen in the chat, I grabbed a bottle of 14-year-old Glenfiddich.
Man, we gotta get this guy to do some keg stands on some 120.
Are you kidding me? Gladly. Just tell me where I went, and I'll tell you how much time I have to lose.
Dude, well, you'll definitely lose time. Like, that's a guarantee.
Oh, I love it.
Like 120 is so good, but it is a creeper beer because you'll hit it and you'll be like, oh, this is so good. You'll pound it down and you'll be like, man, that was so good. Then you go to stand up and you realize, holy crap, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, that's why typically if I'm going to sit at my desk and play games for a while and have something to drink, I make a point to at least stand up and stretch my legs. Otherwise, I know it'll hit way too hard. Doesn't matter what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
And you could be like me, that it's so good that when you finally hit your tank is full limit, neatly puke, go back and refill a glass and continue drinking.
Yeah, I've done that many times with whiskey. Anyway, for state of games for me this week, or I guess for the last while since first time on here, I got back into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I took a bit of a hiatus when I moved from playing on the Switch and finally unpacked it. Finally, in the last couple days, unlocked the last bit of characters I was missing, so that was a fun little grind. But I also just started playing, what was it? Old friend of mine that I went to high school with turned me onto a game called Dauntless. If you guys have heard of it by any chance.
I have.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. So it's very similar to Monster Hunter World, with, like, it takes all the JRPG stuff you'd like with it, but then strips all the excessive complicated stuff that goes along with it. Like, it simplifies it down to, there's armor types, and here's how much armor it has, and here's what it's good against, here's what it's bad against, and you have one bar full of potions you can take. As opposed to, okay, well, I'm fighting this lizard thing next, and I gotta make sure I'm countering against Slash and stuff like that. It's like, I love complicated games at times, but that seems to go way over my head, so I never got super into it when it first came out, but Dauntless has been super easy to pick up for me. And, of course, it's always nice to be able to catch up with old friends when you have the excuse of gaming.
Yeah, and I've heard good things about Dauntless.
Yeah, it's fun. So they still give you, like, quests, but it's a lot easier to follow than other games like that. They're literally just like, all right, do this, and it's not like, go out forth and search for this winged beast with fangs 14 inches long. It's like, all right, go kill this Embermane creature. It's just click on this map icon. It'll send you there.
Yeah, go fuck this thing up. It's over there. Versus,
exactly.
Go find this thing with these specific attributes. And
You've got to track it.
I think I found it. And then you find out, oh no, it was 13-inch fangs and not 14-inch fangs. Shit.
Yeah, is this some, pussy bitch that I'm fighting now? Not worth it. I just wasted 25 minutes. Yeah, but Dauntless has been treating me pretty well, and of course, always Smash Bros. Is always a great one to just hang out with, especially they just released a new fighter this week, Hero. Not a clue, couldn't tell you where he's from, or she, Japanese anime art, so I couldn't tell you either way.
Does it look like the Dragon Ball art? Because that's probably the Dragon Quest series I think they were releasing those characters for.
Possibly, I have no idea. And it's one of the few characters, some of them, when you can change their, outfit or color, they'll only give you, some are just change just the color of the outfit. Some of them are, every other one changes the way it looks, between two models. This one has 3 different models. And it's one of the most confusing characters, because when I saw some, actually good players use the new character online, it's are you kidding me? This character can one-hit smash enemies. And I'm like, are you serious? This sounds so broken. And then I try it myself, and I'm like, alright, there is a lot to keep in mind with this character.
Yeah, Dragon Quest. Heroes Dragon Quest.
Gotcha.
I think the first Dragon Quest he was in was... So I know he was in 4. I think he was in 3, but I know he was in 4.
Honestly, couldn't tell you. I just know there's a lot of outrage, and as much as I can see how overpowered some of the moves can be, for the people that can play Mr. Game & Watch and just time the 9s every single time, I can get it, but I'm never going to be good with them. Oh, and I'm just going to point this one out just to piss off Damok. I still play Minecraft all the goddamn time, and I can't hear the end of it when I tell him that I'm trying to learn Redstone. He's just like, yeah, I'm playing my game, but I can never go back to Minecraft.
And silence. I'm assuming he's not... Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I one of my cats, of my 4 fucking cats, one of them decided they were going to go off the toilet paper rolls, and then... we picked her up because she was scared looking, and now I have holes in my fucking arm because, woo! All that alcohol and holes in your arm is definitely a bloody situation.
Love it.
And it hurts, a lot. It really hurts.
When did you get a 4th cat?
I don't know what to do.
Cat scratch fever.
Wait, did you wanted a 4th cat and you wouldn't take Meowser Kittler?
No, that's not true. I offered to take Meowser Kittler. You guys were not sure what you were going to do with Meowser Kittler at the time. I offered to take one of them to separate them and help you 2 out. But no!
They love each other now, and by love each other, they only try to murder each other once a day now.
Yeah, see, that's how my cats are. I got 1 asshole cat, I got 3 other loving cats, and yeah, it's this whole thing. But now I'm bleeding a lot, oh god. Oh god.
Can I hear another Minecraft rant there, Damok? It's been a few days.
Oh, Minecraft, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man. RimWorld, I love Minecraft. I can't play it ever again because, yeah, I get too into Minecraft. That stupid fucking game. It came out when I was deployed in Iraq, and it was a lot of fun. It came out, and the first time I saw it was in, PC Gamer magazine that was, old as shit that we got in Iraq, and I was like, hell yeah, I found out it was, $7. So, yeah, picked it up, played it, loved it. I've been following the development ever since, and now, oh god, that's a lot of blood. But, yeah, there's, a new update coming out to it after the Aqua update. And I'm gonna need some stitches. I'll be back.
Good luck there, Damok.
His doctor lets him drink again, and the first thing he does is starts bleeding all over the place.
I can guarantee he's not mentioning the cats.
So, ironically, Shadow, your definition of love is exactly me and my wife's definition of love. She only tries to murder me once a day now.
We also have pictures of that. You want me to post it?
Oh, yeah, post that one, where she was beating the crap out of me.
1 second.
You're in an abusive relationship and you like it.
I like to call this Stockholm Syndrome.
There you go.
Yep.
Why are you recognizing the problem?
Because that... No. So
Well, Cecil's not a complete idiot.
So as I just said that, my wife walks into the kitchen and does the Robert De Niro from Meet the Parents, where he does the eyes I'm watching you. My wife literally just did that to me as I said Stockholm Syndrome. So that's awesome.
Sounds like you gotta watch what you say for the next 30 to 40 seconds.
Or 30 to 40 days, depending on if I want to live or not.
In all fairness, she also gives me that eye too on occasion.
Yeah,
me.
but she doesn't attempt to murder you.
Not that I'm aware of.
I think if it wasn't for the fact that I'm already kind of a zombie, I think she'd probably murder me.
Oh yeah, she definitely would have killed you.
Sounds like I'm just really happy not to know her.
No, my wife is pretty cool. She's
fun to hang with.
But the best way to describe her is she is a redhead. That should tell you everything you need to know.
I can't tell from the picture. There's a 50-50 chance that she's holding a knife and it's just photoshopped out, but that is definitely the grin of a serial killer.
Oh, I'm not that good at Photoshop.
That's accurate. That is the grin of a serial killer. Now, the best part is you see God in the background there in the mirror, and he's got his arms up like he's trying to defend himself from death, but he's laughing because he knows the death isn't coming his way yet.
Emphasis on yet, it sounds.
Yes, emphasis on the word yet.
To give you some idea, I was trying to find whatever song she liked to sing to play backwards to release Cecil from the succubus, but I failed. Sorry, dude.
Well, let's kick on to my state of games since we're we're fucking 40 minutes in here. My state of games has actually been super simple. I've been playing a little bit of RimWorld because Daymok got me into RimWorld. I've been playing a whole lot of the Game of Life, aka Student Doing Papers. I actually haven't played any Destiny whatsoever, which is disappointing because I just released a new Solstice gear and I really wanted to get into that. I've been doing my Warframe daily stuff, just picking up my stuff there. And I was also able to check out a game called Surviving Mars. If you haven't played Surviving Mars, it's a strategy-style game. It's really, really fun. I enjoyed it. But the highlight of my week is by far a game called Far Lone Sails. It is, it definitely feels like an indie game. It's super simple. You're actually a little character. You jump onto this vehicle, and you're literally just traveling horizontally across this barren landscape. And as you progress through, you get different upgrades to your vehicle, which allows you to do stuff. It's kind of a puzzler, really more than anything else, because there's different spots where you stop and you have to figure out what to do to continue to advance. It's a really simple game, but it's really fun. I really can't describe it other than fun. All right, next segment. Next segment is news, where we are going to check out what has been posted in our news discords. Our news feeds in Discord. Have I mentioned that I have drank almost half a bottle of rum? So I'm going to start to get a little bit slurry.
I'm right there with you.
I'm right behind you there, Cecil. Can't complain.
Man, that 120 though, it's so good, but it hits like a freight train.
Yeah, I walk upstairs. I'm like, I need a glass so I can switch to something else. And I get up there, and my girlfriend's first reaction is, I know I wanted to try some, but are you okay? I'm like, oh, yeah, I am great.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good, but man, it hits like a freight train. Great to drink around friends when playing Cards Against Humanity. Which that footage will never see the light of day.
Sounds like it. From just the little bit of stories I can capture here and there from Daymok, oh my god.
Alrighty, first news feed we have is there was an article posted about China's anti-addiction regulations. Did anybody read that?
Wait, I thought that was from last week.
We didn't get into it last week, though.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
You know I don't read.
Nope. I read the first thing I read was about Ninja, and then I fell into a black hole about Black Mesa.
We'll get into Ninja and Black Mesa in a second, but there was a great article about, so China is super restrictive on gaming. If you didn't know, they are incredibly restrictive. They restrict things like religious symbols. sexual content, a whole lot of stuff they are extremely restrictive on. Now, one of the things that they are actually starting to really crack down on is the whole addiction thing, like gambling and all sorts of other things. They've actually started reducing down, like physically putting in, what the hell is it? Controls for how long you play a game. Like, that's how far they've gone into these restrictions. Now, these restrictions, hey, fuck, it's China. We're here in America. How the fuck does this affect us? Well, how it affects us is that there are American gaming companies that have to abide by these restrictions. So, if you think about it, eventually that's going to bleed over into our gaming in some way, shape, or form. Even if it only bleeds over a little bit, we're still going to see it. And that's what really this article was all about, was about these restrictions and how they can easily, and I think they even gave some examples, but I can't remember them exactly right now, on how they were bleeding over. So my question is, how are you, like, this kind of brought up the question in my mind of restrictions on video games. How do you guys feel about it? Do you feel like there's a couple of different avenues you could go down here, really? Like, do you feel restrictions are okay? Do you think that restrictions shouldn't be okay? Let's just go around the room. Let's see what people feel about this. So, Vintage, let's start with you. You're the new guy. How do you feel about restrictions?
I'm honest, I'm not a big fan, because I think at the end of the day, one of the big things, especially in the United States, is the First Amendment. Like, I know pre-show we were talking a little bit about what constitutes, like, an offensive game or something that should kind of be, like, pulled back. Like active shooter. That one, of course, caused a lot of controversy, and that was one of the first games to kind of spawn Steam's personal crackdown on games similar. But, at the end of the day, I think this is just a prime example of China doing what China typically does. It's the first time it's not the first time, that we've seen a crackdown, especially when anything comes to freedom of speech. And at the end of the day, if we see the impact here in America, it's not going to be on as many games as you think, but it's still going to impact some, and we'll have to see, because I think the bigger markets there are like the League of Legends and the StarCraft. That's just the traditional Asian scene, so to speak, when it comes to gaming. And personally, I don't think it's going to come to the games I like to play, but we'll see. It's a complicated thing, and it's similar to like the copyright stuff we're seeing in Europe. Like, it's how much of a crackdown before it majorly impacts the scene in the United States.
No, that's logical. And, it really all depends. I guess it really all depends on what games you play on, if it's going to affect you or not. But Shadow, what are your thoughts on it?
No snip on Danger Noodle. No step.
D, how do you feel, man?
Well, also, as a side note, and about China's, besides the obvious, a lot of censorship, gaming consoles, gaming in general is actually restricted or actually completely banned for a long time until just recently. They've been opening up some more about it, and I think really how it affects us mostly is more along the lines of money. Like, if a company wants to build a game and they want to reach the Chinese market, they're probably going to take a lot of that into consideration if they're trying to go for multiple markets. So they might just tone it down, and they may not make different versions of it because, that's going to cost them more money. So we might see more toned down games if it's going to be aimed at multiple markets. But there already are a lot of stuff that gets edited for markets. Like, a lot of Japanese anime and games get censored for America because we're a little bit more prude on any type of nudity and outfits, gun violence. So they typically try to already tone down their stuff for us. And I think really, as far as I'm concerned, as far as restricting games, I consider it like our rights. It's like, I don't think it should be toned down at all by any type of law. I really think they should just let market dictate. Like, if people they should have, like, say, oh, this is suggested for little kids, or this is suggested for adults. Hey, this is mature. Don't let your kids go near it. And ultimately, it's up to the parents. So I think, really, most games you have to provide ID and a card to buy. So obviously, if you're not 18, you can't buy an M-rated game. So really, I prefer not to have restrictions in gaming. I think it should just be let to the market. And if somebody goes too far and just gets way too nasty, people aren't going to buy it. On the other hand, we have seen a lot politically where people are starting to get a lot more sensitive and kowtowing to people that are enraged by everything, which is obnoxious. But that's my spiel.
I'm offended by that.
I hope so.
I think to add just one thing to that. So I'm sure we all remember the Modern Warfare 2 controversy with the no Russian mission. I think that may have been even brought up pre-show. But
I did.
Yeah, I still remember walking into the store like 2 days after it came out, and like I'm with my dad and we're getting ready to buy the game, and the clerk apparently has been told by GameStop, like corporate, that he has to mention to anyone buying the game for a child to be aware of that. And that just, I think, is so interesting because, I mean, some of the games that I played as a kid, like Halo, before my parents even knew what an Xbox even was, and going all the way up to now, where you've got the new Modern Warfare from Call of Duty coming out, which, as much as some people want to say rehash and blah, 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 they're apparently approaching some really messed up issues with it. I think in some of the gameplay or the talks, I can't remember which one it was, where like you're going to be going through an apartment complex and you're going to be faced with the decision where you've got a mother with holding a baby held at gunpoint, and you've got to make a split-second decision on the situation. Like, I can't wait to see what kind of controversy spawns from that, because I haven't seen a movement to like ban a video game or change its rating so much since the early days of Grand Theft Auto. I think it's Grand Theft Auto 3 maybe, or Vice City was the first one ever that some major organization pushed for as far as I'm concerned, one of the only AO ratings, adults only, and that got widespread national attention. May have even helped sales for all we know.
Any press is good press.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of weird games out there who thrive on that.
All right. What about you, Blue? How do you feel about this?
Well, these ideas that we have freedom of speech is important, but there needs to be the understanding, kind of like what Stan Lee put, with great power comes great responsibility. This freedom of speech is a power that we have, and we need to be responsible with it. And I think morality, or having some morals, needs to be what we focus on. And things like school shooter shouldn't be a place that we go, in my opinion. And if it is, let's make that an adult rated game. Let's make that very hard to gain access to. Or, some places that they don't sell adult games because of that. I think that if a developer isn't going to be responsible in that sense, then, you're going to lose something. But I also understand it on the flip side, like people in the military have a dark sense of humor, and...
Oh, you want to hear some dead baby jokes?
No.
He's back!
I'm not even that dark.
They have a dark sense of humor, and it's just from what you see, it's
a coping mechanism for us at least.
Yeah. And so there's something behind that. But there's also this idea of artistically, or as if you want to be an artist or a developer, however you want to term this, you're trying to portray something. So things like those dark humors in military-based games give a sense of realism. The things where someone's doing something like that, like they, like if they capture, like you're running after this person and they bust into an apartment and they grab like a small child and they put a gun to the head, and you have to make a decision, fail the mission or let the child die. that's sometimes those are decisions that people face, and it adds a sense of realism to it. I think as a one component and a small piece of an entire game, that's fine. But like building a game that's called School Shooter for this whole purpose of being a simulation to something that atrocious is kind of that's not taking responsibility to this power. And also, I think we need to institute a rule in G.N.A. that anytime you misspeak, you should have to take a drink. Kind of like whenever someone says basic.
I'm going to throw up if that's a rule.
I will second that immediately.
It's not going to hurt me with my Deer Park water, so whatever. Hydrating.
Yeah, but you got to work your way off the chair.
I mean, for the sake of Damok, I got to.
But yeah, School Shooter goes too far. This Modern Warfare level that you talked about with the baby being held hostage with a gun held to their head. Yes, that is dark. Yes, that is pushing the envelope. But I think if it's a piece of something, I can let it slide, but that's my sensibilities. If it's the entire sum of the game, like School Shooter, you've gone too far. And you've abused free speech, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
I've missed a little bit here. I had to give myself some stitches, and fuck, I'm not good at giving myself some stitches. But anyways, my arm is sewed back together, and we're good to fucking go again. You're talking about, like, really fucked up games and all that wonderful stuff and how they should be banned and how China bans things and all that. The best and worst school shooter is Hatred.
I remember that. Oh,
yeah, they banned it in Australia.
Shit, dude, it should be banned in the United States. Like, I own the game because of all the controversy surrounding it. And I've played it for about 15 minutes and was like, yeah, no, that was a regret buy.
Was this before or after Steam had the really good refund policy?
I don't remember. I didn't refund it. I still own the game, but yeah, that's
This is a sting. We got him.
Yeah, you're pretty sick there, Damok. Pretty sick.
Oh, he's gonna be facing so many charges.
I mean, that's not something that we should. You give the government an inch, they're going to take a mile. So I don't think we need to go as far as to make things illegal in games like that.
I think it should be more of a morality, like backlash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like people say, "Fuck that! I'm not going to buy that game," and then
Exactly.
like ESRB could say like, "Well, that's automatically an adult-based game." Like that.
Adult only will actually limit where it can be sold and who it can be sold to, but because if they follow the law, GameStop can't sell that to children. That can only be to an adult.
Yes, and then some places, some websites or some sellers won't even sell games of that rating. So then you market. That's fine.
Yeah, but with the ability to getting games nowadays is a lot more accessible than it was 10 years ago. Actually, probably even 5 years ago. I mean, you can get almost every single game that you want online, and a lot of people go there online. So the adult-only rating, I don't think, is as much of a stigma as it used to be.
Not only that, I feel like they've allowed more stuff into mature games just in the past 10 years.
Oh, hell yes.
Holy shit, dude. Have you seen some of the games that they have on Steam where they got rid of their goddamn nudity policy? Hold on.
Wait, you mean like all the games we bought for God and sent to them?
Oh god, dude, that wasn't even like close to it. Have you played Katatsuo Party or whatever? Don't, man. Just fucking don't. It's oh my god, dude.
Can we get
guys,
a quick
I want to
review?
make a new game. I want to make Nugget Party.
Totes,
Jesus
did
fuck.
you hear that, Totes? We still thought of you. That was D bringing it back for you. Goddamn nugget porn.
Can I get a little context to that?
No.
Or is this an after show kind of context thing? I gotta know.
How about this? Google Nugget Board.
No, don't do it.
Hold on.
Don't do it.
Incognito or not incognito?
Definitely incognito.
Good, because I'm pretty sure my computer at work auto-logged me in.
It's not going to get you arrested, but it'll get you some looks.
Here's the trick to nuggets. They can't step on Snake.
Okay, here's the thing. You do not want this in your browser history, because if anybody finds it, they will immediately judge you.
And then also understand that you can never unsee this.
Also.
Yeah, that's all fun and games and shit, but if you really want to do the shit, go to daymock.net,
No,
baby.
don't do that either.
Run that fucking shit.
No, don't do that.
My girls need that goddamn money, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it, whatever you do.
It's for a good cause. I need the prosthesis, those nuggets.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Fuck you, Daymok.
Why would you listen to him?
Why would you think that was a good idea?
Because I can be on lists. Don't look at me like I can't be on lists.
All right.
FBI, open up.
I like to point something out to those of you who haven't been paying attention. But if Daymok suggests Googling something, probably not a good idea. Do
not fucking Google anything that I say. Do not go to any websites that I visit at all whatsoever, man. I use the Tor browser with a VPN, and I'm good to go, baby.
Daymok is essentially a field sobriety test. If his ideas start sounding good, you've had too much.
Yep.
But I'm sober at work. Why?
No, it means it's residuals. You're having a flashback.
It means you've drank too much.
No, I'm always sober at work. I don't fuck around with my work with my personal life. My personal life is talking shit, baby.
Yeah, but you still do give some very weird site recommendations, and I love it.
Also, you talk shit at work, too.
Well, the next big news thing that I wanted to bring up was actually something that affects the G.N.A. significantly. And it's the close down of Rabbit, our favorite streaming service.
I'm still sore. Please, can we not bring this up right now?
You know, it's one of those things where you gotta rip the Band-Aid off. You gotta just let the wound get some air.
Okay, that's insensitive to Daymok.
It's like a lie. They're like peeing in the jellyfish sting.
Yeah. Well, no,
but that's good.
That actually, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Oh, it does work?
Yeah.
I thought it was an urban myth.
Dear God, do not pee in the jellyfish thing. You pee between her fucking legs and you get it over with, man.
Oh, God. So, Rabbit has closed down. Rabbit, if you're not familiar with Rabbit, it's rabb.it. It's what we have used for anime night, horror movie night, and then random movie showing nights or whatever else we have. So, Rabbit has shut down. And the whole reason that they shut down was actually poor management, I think is really what it boils down to. They didn't have a really great monetization strategy. And because of that, they weren't able to get advertising and make money, and investors pulled out. That's kind of the nutshell of it. I mean, there's a lot more to the story. Please look into it. But Rabbit is shut down, so the G.N.A. has been on a quest to try to find something else that we can use for our sharing of anime night and sharing of horror movie night. And
we found it.
We have found it, but it's currently in,
it's overloaded.
It feels like beta at best right now, but hopefully...
Hey. Daymock.net/rubberband mode is not so bad.
No, we're not using that.
We could just load up what everybody else is doing right about now. Just load it up on Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub would work.
I had come up with a couple of ideas, like just streaming it on Mixer in a private room and all this other shit, but then I figured it'd get us kicked out. But there is a website out there called cast.gg, so it's KAST.gg. We're looking strongly into that.
And know what's funny about that, GG? Good game, cast. Good try, but it's still not working.
Exactly. Yeah, so there has been a huge influx of people over to Cast from Rabbit. Actually, more than I think Cast ever expected. So hopefully that's going to turn out to be our next thing. If not, we're going to keep searching. But that's probably the biggest news that's affecting the G.N.A right now is Rabbit closing down and the move over to Cast. But hopefully it's going to work out in our advantage, and Cast is going to be fantastic, and it's going to work out in the end. Oh, okay, there. So July 2019. Go ahead, tell us, Shadow. You posted it.
You can read it. I just found some random thing.
I know, I'm drunk, though.
Okay, so apparently in July 2019, Rab.it, pronounced rabbit, it was acquired by Cast, and in parentheses, cast.goodgame, end parentheses.
So hopefully we're going to see something good come out of Cast. But we'll wait and see. It was a bit lackluster over this past anime night, which we canceled because we didn't have any platform to post it on. But hopefully it turns out to be good, and we'll just wait and see. Otherwise, we will try to figure out something else for anime night because, well, honestly, I enjoy anime night more than anything else, and I enjoy horror movie night. I enjoy our casts. It gives me a good time to just kind of sit down, wind down, and just enjoy some good television.
And you learn never to let me host it.
Horror night is my favorite for the movie nights.
We are not going to watch Poltergeist, though. Jesus Christ, that movie is so bad.
Oh, boy.
What? I like Poltergeist.
No, not Poltergeist. Poultrygeist.
Oh, that sounds even better.
Oh, it's so bad.
Is it like pirates?
No, it's just a lot
Dear
of boobs.
God. It's the greatest fucking movie that you'll ever watch. Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead is just
Horrible.
Oh, so good.
Again, if these ideas are sounding really good, you're too drunk.
I think Cecil might have roofied my deer park because that sounds pretty good.
That sounds fantastic, and I'm new here.
All right, so I guess we got to do Poultrygeist on the next horror movie night when we fire this thing back up because obviously it's getting some steam, so why the hell not?
We should probably attach a drinking game to it. That would just make things so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, every time you see boobs, you have to drink.
Is this a trap?
It's a
Basically.
it's a trap. Oh, crap, I got to drink.
Fresh deer park.
Yeah, so Vintage, if you didn't know,
Gosh.
every time somebody says the word, and this isn't going to count, every time that somebody says the word basic or any derivative of that word, we have to drink. And that's because of D. Fuck you.
Cheers, motherfuckers!
Well, we didn't really have too much time to get into our actual topic of the night, but we kind of touched on it, which the topic actually was controversial gaming or offensive gaming. We kind of touched on it with everything else, but we've run out of time for the evening. So on that note, Blue Shark, where can people find you at?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Blue Shark 45. I'm still not 45. But anyway, moving past that. Oh, crap. I didn't think they were going to attack me. I just got attacked by a ninja in Zelda. Anyway, you can find me on the G.N.A Discord, the 3-player co-op podcast Discord. You can also find me on the Ultra Super Mega Discord. A bunch of Aussies do that one. Bullets and Beers and Bombshell Jackets merged with Bullets and Beers. Anyway, you can also find me on Twitter at BlueShark45, and you can find me on some gaming platforms as the Blue Shark 45. Currently not active on PlayStation 4 yet. And if you want to find me on other gaming platforms like Xbox, just talk to me in our G.N.A Discord, and we'll maybe play some games.
Very nice. Dave Mock, where can people find you at, man?
Oh, man, I'm just trolling the goddamn podcast. We're good. I'm in Discord. Find me there, if you can.
Nice. D, where can people find you at, man?
People can find me at microbrewgamers with a Z instead of an S.com. That's my website. I've been writing up articles. I'm starting to pick up on that again. YouTube, which I haven't been too active lately because I've been checking out other platforms. I've got a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, Twitch account. In the near future, I'm going to start streaming more. I'm on, of course, I've got my own Discord channel, Microbrew Gamers, but I'm also mostly on the G.N.A. podcast Discord. I also pop into Yeah Dude Gamers, Slow Speed Run, Uhorm Gaming, Josh of All Trades, amongst others. But with what we were talking about earlier with the horror movie night, I actually wanted to give it a shout out to somebody that just started up a YouTube channel. And he's really into horror, which, of course, especially a lot of the B-rated horror movies. As a guy called Tommy Lee, he started, not the Tommy Lee, but he started a YouTube channel called Cult Cinema Classics. He's going to start talking about a lot of the B-rated horror movies and everything else. He put up an introduction, and then he just put up his first episode about, I think the movie was called Mutilator, which is another B-rated horror movie, which, so that's, this whole channel is going to be about a lot of that horror movie stuff, so if you're a fan of the genre, might want to check him out. He's pretty chill on Twitter, so.
Sounds like somebody we have to get on the show.
Might be. I might be trying to get him on.
Very nice. What about you, Shadow? Where can people find you at? Good call. Vintage. Where can people find you at, man?
Sometimes I lurk around this Discord. Sometimes. Yeah. If you could track down Damok, you might be able to track down me. I'll just leave it at that. And if you guys want a quick horror movie recommendation, a buddy of mine about 6 months ago released his first ever horror film called The Goat Man. That might be a suggestion for one of the horror nights coming up. But yeah, if you're trying to find me, don't. I'll be here.
Dude, post that link in movies chat, man. We will definitely check it out.
Sorry to interrupt, but dude, that's fucking awesome. I like that. That is awesome.
Damn straight. Yeah, talk to him, man.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
get him on the show. Let's talk to him about it. Let's get him
Hell
to pimp it
yeah.
out. Anyways, I am Cecil Xavier, your host. You can find me on Cecil vs. Games on Twitter, Cecil Xavier everywhere else, Ustream, Mixer, Twitch, Facebook, Discord. If you're looking for me, look for Cecil Xavier. If I'm not there, let me know. I'll go there, but it's probably me if you find Cecil Xavier. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Reviews help people find the show. So if you enjoy listening to us, let people know. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, Player FM, Spreaker, MyTuner, Your Listen, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If we aren't someplace, let us know. We'll upload there. You can follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Just search at G.N.A. Podcast, all one word. You can also join our Discord chat. See the pinned tweet. If you like Horror Movie Night, hopefully we're going to get Horror Movie Night coming up. It's typically the first Saturday of every month. However, second Saturday of every month. However, we're having a little issue with Rabbit, so we're waiting to see if Cass is going to work out. It's on hiatus now until we get that all figured out, but it will be coming back one way or another. We're going to figure this out because we enjoy watching horror movies, and we hope you do too. We also do a game show night. That's the first Saturday of every month. So if you're hearing this episode now, it just went by last weekend. We do game show where we play Jackbox games and we give away Steam codes to whoever wins the game. So if you want some free games, come join us. All you got to do is win. And it's real easy. All you got to do is just make fun of Damok. We've also partnered with Humble Bundle. Hey, Vintage. Do you know anything about Humble Bundle?
Oh, yes, I do. Would you like me to explain?
Hit it up, man.
All right, well, Humble Bundle, excuse me. That one is for you, Damok. Humble Bundle is a game purchasing service that the crew here at G.N.A. are partnered with. You can purchase games like you normally would, but with a twist. You can choose what part goes to the publisher, to Humble Bundle, or the charity of your choosing that they offer. You can give it all to charity if you want, or none at all. It's all up to you. Throw that Question mark partner equal G.N.A podcast at the end of your Humble Bundle link before you buy to let them know we sent you their way. So far this month, we have raised $12.52. Am I reading that correct there, Cecil?
Yes, you are.
For charity through our partnership with Humble Bundle. Check it out, guys. They also do have monthly subscriptions, which I love personally. Just a bunch of free games. And the crew over here, I know they always like to shout them out.
So I want to point out that we've got Humble Gumble and Hundle Bundle out of that whole mix, which is fantastic. I'm actually rebranding everything for that now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's called Humble Bundle for those of you who can't understand Cecil's drunken slurs.
Like, legitimately? How have they not revoked our partnership yet?
I don't know how Blue Shark over here is speaking fluent drunkenese, making fun of my drunkenese. Like, that's what I can't understand right now.
I would like to say that if you guys lose a sponsorship, all on me. Whatever they're paying you, I will match until they come back.
No, you're not the fucking problem.
They love us because between Cecil, Zyber, and Daymok, actually, I don't know, Daymok, if you've been buying a lot of stuff through them, but like Cecil and Zyber buy a shit ton of crap through them.
Oh, yeah. Anytime I go to buy anything, I always check Humble Bundle first to see if it's there. And if I do, I put the question mark partner equals G.N.A podcast at the end, just to let them know that it was G.N.A podcast that sent us there. Do you like anime night? Because we do. Unfortunately, because of the whole rabbit thing, we can't watch any anime because we're waiting for all that thing to figure out. As soon as it comes back, though, you damn straight, we're going to get that anime night going again.
Yippers.
And then I'm going to hijack it.
We want to thank Morgan BS Photography for our new logo and artwork. Check him out at morganbs.com. You can email us at GNApodcast@GNAandyourdNA.1 with questions, comments, death threats, dick pics. We don't care. Just send something. We just don't want this Arabian prince telling us that they need $100,000 or they're going to send us $100,000 if we send them 1,000.
I swear to God, do not send any more goddamn dick pics. I'm tired of getting them.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
We send them all to Daymok. We actually, any dick pics, we send them there.
Funny sad note, I've been trolling trolling some people online. Like, you know when you got the women like to make the money from their nude pics online, like on the Twitter and all that stuff, and then they complain about dick pics. I'll tweet over and send them a picture of Dick Cheney.
Oh, I usually do Dick Van Dyke.
Ooh. Speaking of women making money online, I think we have the perfect idea, and I'm sure everyone's going to buy it. G.N.A bathwater.
Oh, yeah. Totally got to do it. Totally
Can I get the first link?
No.
Dude,
no,
not
G.N.A.
bathwater.
Hot tub water.
Exactly, hot tub water.
Yeah.
Hot tub water.
Can I get the first link, please? Can I get the first link?
Last but not least, check out our website at
www.GNApodcast.com.
I love you, Daymok.
Vintage, you gotta understand, when he starts that line, you have to take off your headphones.
Or just turn
I
it
just
down.
lived through it, man. You gotta live life to the fullest. I've been to enough concerts where this is just pure pleasure on the eardrums. You hear that,
What?
Daymok? I want some more
What?
personal sent to me. Lots of screaming, lots of ASMR. I'm all down for all of it.
Oh,
What?
you don't even know, man. I got a lot of screaming in this microphone, but it's not my voice. Ah!
That's wonderful.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. I had a great time.
Thanks for having us as always.
Have a great night.
Thank you,
You
Cecil.
can't throw my
Prost.
shadow.
Alright, man, I'm out.